Alright, welcome back. If you haven't seen the deck tech, I'm going to have the link in the description. So we're going to go ahead and jam some games here with Domain Zoo, with the list that we just created based off on how I create the list. Again, the video is going to be down in the description box. Alright, one land hand, nothing going on here. We're going to have to send this back. Much better. We're going to keep this. We're going to send back the Windswept Heath. That's the worst of the fetch lands. So we'll send this back. Okay, so because they played this, we're going to go ahead and lead with a Steam Vents. Now we're going to Lightning Bolt here. Actually, you know what? We're not going to do that. We're going to just pass. If you're playing other Domain Zoo decks, you want to Lightning Bolt immediately because you don't want them to play a blue source and have Stubborn Denial up. The reason you want to wait to attack here against any other deck that doesn't have counter magic is because if you kill their Ragavan, they can then dash it. Okay, Thoughtseize. Probably takes the Kavu here, since it's the hardest one to deal with, but it all depends on what he or she has in their hand. So most likely we're going to play Flooded Strand into Temple Garden so we can have 4. And then this other Floated Strand unfortunately cannot grab a Overgrown Tomb, but that's okay. We can grab a Triome land. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we can connect with ours. If they have a Fatal Push, we can be punished if we play the Kavu. I mean, they know we have the Kavu, and they didn't take it. Let's go ahead and play the. I mean, let's. I guess we could have played the Ragavan, and dashed it in, but I'm not sure. Blood Moon. Okay, that's a problem. That is a problem. Alright. So let's go ahead and discard this. Probably never going to play this. Scion of Draco. It's unfortunate they have Blood Moon main deck. Because we can't really see the potential of our deck, right? This is obviously extremely bad for us. Not really much we can do. Grab a companion. So this game's pretty much over. I mean, what do we even bolt here? That seems like the deadliest creature. We can deal with this. So normally in a game like this, I would just concede and not waste my time, especially when we're just playtesting to figure out, because I mean, we're not really gonna learn much from here. I mean, they playing Blood Moon main deck, and there's not really much we can do, and we're not gonna really get a full representation of what the deck can do, right? But I guess we can try to see how resilient this deck can be even after a early Blood Moon in game 1. Alright, we're going to concede here. Not really learning anything from that. That's just kind of a waste of time to continue playing. Alright, so we want these wear and tears. Remand is still good. Dromoka's command, not the best, I don't think. Let's see, what else? I think that's about it. Maybe we can cut 1 Remand. Maybe 2. They have cheap spells. Let's hope we can play some Magic this game. Alright, we're on the play. Alright, we can get Temple Garden here. So we don't have any ways to interact with Blood Moon right now, but I mean, this hand is good. We're going to have a 5/5 and we're going to have Stubborn Denial. So, they could Fatal Push this. But then next turn we'll play another Kavu, assuming we don't draw anything else that we might want to play. Kavu plus Breeding Pool untapped. So then we can just kind of protect our Kavu and hopefully just ride it to victory from there. Alright, so stick to our plan. And now we stick to the game plan here. If we draw another red source, we can deal 15 next turn. Blood Magnus of the Moon. Yeah, we can kill that, but how do we kill that? Well, there goes our answer. Sucks to really use this many resources for situations like that. So the main thing I'm trying to figure out right now, it's good that we're playing against a Blood Moon deck in a sense, especially things that play Magnus of the Moon as well, because those are obviously, you know, bombs against us. So it's all about trying to figure out how resilient is this Zoo deck if you're dropping these brutal bombs on us, right? Okay, so now we're in good shape. Now we're in good shape. So I don't want to get rid of any of these cards in my hand. There's really nothing else. We're just gonna have to try to ride this out. I think we can get there with the Kavu and what we have in hand. Yeah, we should be able to get there. So I'm going to play the Leyline Binding on this Voidwalker. I'd rather have the Bolt because the Bolt with the Kavu can shut down the game. Fury. Okay. This person's just playing all the answers. Fortunately, good we. We're gonna go ahead and bolt this end of turn. Okay, 2 stubbies. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that one of them. We're trying to look for a burn spell here. And we don't get it. Let's go ahead and get our companion in hand and play a land. We can also fetch a plains here. Plains. I was getting a little close there. Wear and tear. Wow, man. They are playing everything, huh? Alright, so although Blood Moon, as you can tell, is devastating versus this deck, and so is Magnus of the Moon, they're playing both, and they're probably playing 4 copies of each. So the fact we were able to play around 2 Magnuses barely, you know, not bad considering that is like a Holzer card. So deck showing it's pretty resilient. So we're missing blue. I wonder if they took out the Blood Moons and went with Magnus, or if they're just playing all of them, all 8. So we're gonna play the Triome here. That is definitely a possibility that they did decide to do that. But at the same time, I can see them playing all 8 copies. Alright, so we can play Draco here. Sacred Foundry. Oh no, that was a misplay. Oh no, wait, no it wasn't. Wait, was it? No, Plains, Swamp, Forest. Oh no, we're good. Steam Vents. For a second there, I thought we fetched the wrong land. Yeah, the mana base in this deck, surprisingly for a 5-color deck, is actually really good, but it can be very confusing. Are they going to hit us with a Blood Moon here? Nope. Okay. Probably have some type of removal. Play this out, see if they play anything. Okay. Okay, nothing. Sacred Foundry untapped. Gives us something in case they play one of their bombs. We do have a pretty fast clock on them. I don't think we need to worry about killing this right now, this Voidwalker. Yep, and we got there. Alright, so key takeaways from that game were Blood Moon is completely devastating. Apparently some decks main deck it now. I was not aware of that. With Magnus of the Moon. It is beatable. I don't know about like the first game with Blood Moon when you're not expecting it. That was pretty rough, as you can tell. I mean, you would have to draw very lucky, you know, like your Plains into your Leyline Bindings, and then you can get out of that. So the deck could win through those things, as we saw there. So I do think this deck is really, really resilient, especially with those against those hate cards. Other than that, I mean, I think the deck's really solid. We're obviously going to play more games. The mana base felt good. It is a little confusing at times, but over time, getting repetitions in, I can see how that will become seamless over time. The spells seem good. The Dromoka's Command we didn't really see. The Remands we didn't really see, but I'm sure those will put in work. Sideboard didn't really get to use much, I mean, other than the wear and tear, and we didn't even have to use those, but I'm sure we still need them. So yeah, if there was any misplays that you saw me do, maybe some question on some of the plays that I did, please comment at the bottom. If there was any other plays you would have done differently, comment at the bottom and let me know. Well, there concludes our first game, so we're going to move on to the next one.